For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you guys had some tough road contests this last week against Notre Dame and West Liberty. Talk about your team and their fight throughout those games.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough week. Go on the road where it's always hard to win in any league, but especially the Mountain East, and play a Notre Dame team that's, had a pretty solid season. And we played well for most of the game, and then down the stretch we just kind of ran out of gas a little bit. Jared Haynes went down in the first half, and I thought, after he went down in those, first several minutes after it, the end of the first half, beginning of the second half, we really rallied. But then, like I said, we just kind of ran out of gas. And then Saturday at West Liberty, playing, top 15 team, and a team that, like we talked about last week, really pressures you and tries to speed you up and turn you over, and they were able to do that to us for especially about a 10-minute stretch of the first half. So not the results we wanted last week. Plenty of positives to take away, but a lot to work on as well.
And getting the chance to play a top 15 team in West Liberty, like you said, how's that going to help your guys getting that experience and knowing what they have to live up to next time you face them?
Well, I think because of the way they play, the first time you play them, especially, and we had several guys who were playing against them for the first time, it's hard to simulate their pressure. I thought our guys did a really good job in the 2 days leading up to the game of, trying to simulate their pressure, overloading in the front of the press, those sorts of things. But, until you go against it for the first time, you just don't it's hard to simulate. You can mimic it, but it's hard to simulate. So valuable learning experience for us. Obviously, we'll play them again later in the season, but our focus right now is on taking some lessons from those games last week and applying them so that we're better this week.
And you mentioned Haynes went down in that game against Notre Dame, but Jordan Reed stepped up big time in that West Liberty game, 31 points. Talk about how he was able to do that and how he was able to lead the team.
Didn't surprise me. He's a senior. He's playing with a lot of urgency right now, as all our guys are, really. But I thought the thing that Jordan did the best is he went right at the basket. He went, he didn't avoid contact. He took it straight to the basket. He got to the free throw line a ton. We got to the free throw line a ton. So, like I said, a lot of positives to come from that game. You have one of your leading scorers out and your starting point guard out, and you still score 85 points. That's positive. So things to build on, and I know Jordan and all of his teammates will come back this week ready to work.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you guys got one more road game this week against West Virginia Wesleyan, and then you come home Saturday to face Davis and Elkins. Talk about this road stretch and how you've been able to keep your focus while away from home.
Yeah, 5 out of 6 on the road as we open the second semester is not, we can't control that. So what we can control is our effort and our attitude, and those two things have been, for the most part, they've been terrific. Anytime you hit adversity, the easiest thing to do is to give in and start pointing fingers, and we really haven't had that. So it's been a tough stretch, but I still really believe in this group. They really believe in each other. And I think that the growing pains we're going through now will help us as we get down the road, into the stretch run here. You want to be playing your best basketball at the end of January and all through February, and we're still in a position to be able to do that.
And looking at your first opponent here on Wednesday in West Virginia Wesleyan, how are you guys preparing for that game, and what have you seen them on film?
Well, I mean, we gotta go on the road, so that's first and foremost. Like, we've got to take, that spirit and that tenacity that we've had at home for the most part, and take that on the road. We got to be able to defend. We got to rebound better. Our first shot defense was pretty good when we didn't turn the ball over on Saturday. But we gave up way too many offensive rebounds. So we got to rebound. We got to find a way to slow down Hibbett, who's their leading scorer, a really good player, who gets about 20 a game. And, we got to continue to play together on both ends of the floor and maybe kick our communication a little bit up on the defensive end.
And then on Saturday, you got a couple of big events coming on your home game. You have suits and sneakers for the coaches, and it's also your Alumni Weekend. Talk about the festivities and what's going on Saturday.
Yeah, really excited, and we're not looking past Wednesday at all, but it is a big week. Suits and sneakers, which is part of Coaches versus Cancer. That's been going on for, I think, close to 20 years now. And so we'll be wearing our suits and sneakers pullovers, and it's all about raising awareness for Coaches versus Cancer. Coaches versus Cancer has raised over $40 million for cancer research since its inception. So it's a small thing that we can do as coaches to help raise awareness, and we look forward to participating in that. And then Alumni Day. I don't know how many we'll have back right now, but I know there's a lot of the guys I've talked to are excited just to come back for a game, and that's really that's all we want. We just want there's been so much tradition here, from Wheeling College to Wheeling Jesuit College to Wheeling Jesuit University, now to Wheeling University. People, men who have played in the program over the years, no matter what decade or what league or what the school was called even. I know they've got great memories, and I've really enjoyed connecting with a lot of those guys over the last 18 to 20 months since I've been on the job. I'm excited to see some of them come back to the McDonough Center for the first time in a while. Some of them might be the first time they've ever been to the McDonough Center. So, I know they'll be excited to be here and be telling stories, and hopefully we can put a product out there on the floor with the grit and the toughness and the togetherness that this program has been built on, and make them proud.
And on Saturday, when you have so many of those alumni back, what do you think that does for your current guys, getting to see those guys who have built the legacy over the years?
Well, we talk about it, but anytime they get a chance to meet, people who wore the uniform before you, I think that's special. It shows that it's bigger than, any individual or any individual team. That this program is bigger than any one person. It's about the people that have come before you and leaving something for the people that that come after you. And we talk about that a lot, and our guys understand that. But I don't think it's anything you can ever spend too much time talking about. This place, when I coached it at other schools in the league and other schools in Division II, the first thing you always think about at this school is how proud the alumni are to have played basketball here. So we're excited to have as many of them back as possible. If they have questions, they can reach out to me via email, crichardson@wheeling.edu, and we're looking forward to having them at the game.
And finally, you mentioned you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of January. What are some of your goals this week to get a couple of big conference wins and try to get back in it?
Take care of the ball, rebound the ball, share the ball, and put the ball in the basket. The other day we weren't making shots, but we got the free throw line. That's an important step. When you're not making perimeter shots, you still got to find a way to score. And so the other day for us, that was getting to the free throw line. And if you can make more free throws than your opponents take, you should have a chance to win. So we got to continue getting the free throw line, keep sharing the ball. We've been better at that second semester, and then we got to defend and rebound.
Thanks, Chris, and good luck this week.
All right, appreciate it. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.